So I can't really remember a time when these sorts of things weren't part of the running. I think what happens is when you're small, you're busy and you're worried about, paying the bills and all of that stuff. I think the bigger you get, the more resources and the more time you get to start doing these things. I think that's the thing that's changed. I don't think there was ever a time when we didn't think about what our place was in the world. It's just we've got more time to do these things now. So the B Corp accreditation is one stamp of approval. It's hard to get. Yeah, and the sort of other companies that are on board with it are the sorts of companies that we want to be associated with.
In my role, I lead our Transformers team. So we have a footprint group and a charity group within that team, and we work on projects to reduce our carbon footprint and also look at our charity calendar throughout the year.
Craft afternoons, a musical bingo.
Done the Yorkshire Three Peaks a couple of times. First time I was significantly less fit than the second time that I did it.
A dodgy carnival.
It was horrible, but raised a good amount of money for it, so that was good.
I did blind for a day, so I made these glasses that were total blackout, and they were sort of swimming goggle type things.
In the people team, we contacted lots of different businesses because we wanted to get freebies for a raffle that we were running. You really notice the age gap when you personally are very excited about the free will and the oscillating tool rather than the free bar at Prism.
I woke up in the morning, as soon as the alarm went off, put them on and didn't take them off until I got into bed that evening, and it was hideous. It was absolutely frightening.
When we did the abseil, you genuinely are fearing for your life.
Getting out of the taxi with no walls, and trying to get to the front door of the building.
Arranging a charity football match against another agency, which seemed like a great idea because we were going to really stick it to them and win, and it looked great. We lost the game, so.
I've done some volunteering in schools.
I've bought lots of cakes at the bake sales.
Running little sweepstakes around, the World Cup and all sorts of things like that.
We've done painting at schools. We've also done eco projects at schools.
If you want to become a B Corp, a really great first step is to fill in the impact assessment online, which is completely free to do. Lots of questions that you go through, and what you'll get at the end is a really clear idea of this is what we're doing well, this is what the gaps are, and then from then you can put a roadmap in place.
So our organisational footprint is already at net zero, so we're completely carbon neutral already, which is amazing, but we don't want to stop there. So we have got plans to offset all our travel. We're now working with a company where we can track all of our carbon emissions through travel, which is amazing. We're going to be rolling out training to all our campaign teams so that we're not only focusing on our carbon footprint, but the carbon footprint on client work as well.
I mean, I've always known that I worked for a people-first business, as I wouldn't have stayed here so long. But it's really nice to get that external validation that you're doing the right things and that you're on the right track.
Another big thing for me is sometimes as a working mum, sometimes getting that balance can be tricky, but I always feel secure that my family life is not going to be compromised whilst being able to strive forward for my career. Search Labs, they're always striving so hard to be innovative, inclusive, accountable, transparent, sustainable, everything that are in line with my values and that I want to be teaching my girls.
We don't just say that we care about things, we act on it.
Every day I come to work, I'm working for a company that does something good, and even though my role is towards helping the company to make profit, I know that that profit is being reinvested and going towards things that help the planet, help the world, help us to live in a better environment, help charities.
I've got friends and family who I tell them the kind of stuff we do at work, and they just think it sounds like the greatest laugh ever. But we do such important work as well, so I think that really ties it all together nicely.
You know that you're having an impact on the world for the better, and you know that the work that we do as a company and individually is having a positive impact on the world that we live in.
It's great working for a company that's been accredited B Corp status because it kind of proves the ethics behind the business.